Hey guys, welcome back. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. Brand new year and a brand new start. So I wanted to just do a video and talk about my plans for this channel going forward and what I'm going to be doing in 2022. So first of all, I want to try and make more regular videos. The idea is to try and do a video each week if possible, but don't hold me to it. I'm not saying that's guaranteed, that's just the plan at this moment. But I do want to make more regular videos. So even if I don't make it once a week, I will do my utmost to make sure I do one every 2 weeks. But the plan is definitely to try and push myself to make a video every week. It isn't always possible because it depends what I've got to talk about, and there isn't always something I want to talk about. And as you know, if you've watched my channel for a long time, because I've been on YouTube for 12 years now. So yeah, it's got 12 years. So if you've watched me for any period of time, you'll know that I like to just talk about whatever's on my mind, whether it be something that's happened in the gaming press, something's been announced, or I just want to show some pickups, or I want to do a gameplay, I want to just talk about records or films. That's generally what my channel is. It's just a vlog channel, so it's just me talking to you directly and having a conversation and getting into it in the comments, which I always enjoy. So that's the main plan, is really to just try and make more regular videos. Now, what kind of content are you going to expect from this channel now? Well, going forward, it's probably most likely, so in other words, it's going to be, it's going to be gaming, films, and music, like it's always been, because those are the main things that I really have the most interest in. Gaming being number one, of course, that's what the channel is built upon, retro gaming and modern gaming. And really, as far as the gaming is concerned, it's going to be focused on the PlayStation 4, because I'm so far behind that library. There are a ton of games I still haven't played yet and need to play, like The Last of Us 2, Detroit Become Human, Days Gone, Control, you know, and there's like many others as well. I even want to try that Jedi game, looked quite interesting. So there's quite a few I want to play there. Evercade is going to be another thing, because I'm really into the Evercade right now. I'm really enjoying that system a lot. I've got the handheld, I've got the Evercade VS or Versus, whichever way you like to say it. A fantastic console, which I will be making a video on as well. I'd like to talk about my experience with the Evercade so far, because I was very late coming into that, and it'd be interesting for anyone that hasn't gone into the Evercade yet, and maybe we might help them see what it's all about and see if they have any interest in getting involved. But it's a really cool little system. And then of course, going forward, we have other systems coming out, such as the A500 Mini, which I'm very excited for as an Amiga child. You know, I love that machine. That computer was the greatest back in the day. So the Amiga Mini really does speak to me a lot, especially after playing the Evercade Versus and seeing scanline filters and how good these games can look on a modern TV has really given me a lot of hope for the A500, so fingers crossed. And then of course, hopefully, fingers crossed, this year, I will have an Amico. The Intellivision Amico will finally get launched, and I'll have one in my home, and this time next year I'll be talking about all the great games I've been playing over Christmas with my family. That's what I'm really excited for, looking forward to. So that's quite a broad range, I think. You know, I mean, you've got the Evercade, the PlayStation 4, eventually we will have the Amico, and we'll have the A500 Mini as well. And if I get any other systems, obviously I'll talk about those, show games, etc. Now, I haven't got a whole lot of games, as you can probably see at the back now. I've got a small selection of Evercade, I've got a tiny selection of PS4 because I'm still working on it. I've got my Wii games, and I've got a couple of 360 games knocking around. The 360 isn't going to stay, by the way, that's just there. I'm just trying to sell it on eBay, so that's just sort of sitting there. I've been trying to sell it since Christmas time. Hard to sell 360s these days, nobody wants them, unfortunately. Also, there's tons of them, so that's probably why it's hard to sell them. But yeah, that'll go at some point, and I'll replace that with a PlayStation 3 whenever I can be bothered to get one, because I do miss my PS3, and I really want to play Ridge Racer 7, to be honest. But yeah, that's the main thing I'll be doing. So apart from that, as I say, I love films and I love music, so I want to do some of that as well. I haven't done a vinyl video in a long time, so I need to do that as well. I don't buy a lot of records, mainly because they're expensive, and I just don't want a massive collection of records. I just want to buy the records I specifically like from artists that I really enjoy, and I know I'm going to not waste my money on a record. I don't want to take punts. That's what I did when I first started buying records. I was taking a lot of punts, and I ended up with quite a few records that I don't care about, and you know, they're just sitting in the collection now, which is a shame. So they never get played. But yeah, I haven't bought an album since, what was the last album I bought? It was last year, and I'm not sure if it was Drake White's album. Yeah, because I think that was after Kelsey Ballerini's third album. So I think that was my last record, and that was, I don't know, some time last year, like middle of last year. So I don't buy them regularly. I only buy specific records as they come out. So I mean, there's a couple I'd like to get, but there's no rush to buy them. And films, Blu-rays are a big thing for me. I absolutely love physical media, as you know, as you guys do too, of course, if you're watching this channel. And films are a massive thing for me. I've got a fair amount of Blu-rays and a couple of 4K Blu-rays. 4K Blu-rays are a nightmare because, quite frankly, it's not as simple as like a Blu-ray and a DVD, you just buy one, because there's all this like 2K intermediate upscaling stuff, and there's the HDR, and it's really too complex, I think, to be honest, when you should just be able to buy the disc and know that it is legitimately 4K. But anyway, it is what it is. I just gave up going down that road quite a long time ago, because I got a few films, bought some, had some gifts, and then I started watching videos on YouTube and people talking about the whole 4K Blu-ray situation. I was like, it's not worth it, you know. So now I just basically look at people's reviews of films that I'm interested in buying on Blu-ray, and is the 4K Blu-ray a better deal? Is it a better quality? And then I will buy the 4K. If not, I'll just buy the standard Blu-ray. Like for instance, No Time to Die, the new James Bond film, just got released on Blu-ray, and last year they put out a really cool program called Being James Bond, where Daniel Craig talks about his tenure as James Bond. I really enjoyed that, it's fantastic, and apparently that is an extra on the 4K Blu-ray. You don't get it on the standard Blu-ray, so it makes it worth getting the 4K. But also apparently the 4K Blu-ray is native 4K and is very nice quality, so you know, it kind of gives me a reason to go for the 4K one. But normally I just go for standard Blu-ray, because you know, why pay an extra £10 just for an upscale version of a film that you can upscale yourself? Yeah, a bit illogical. But yeah, that's the plans really, guys. So more regular videos, hopefully one a week. And I will be talking about games, films, music, and whatever else takes my fancy really. And I hope you enjoy that. And of course, guys, if you have any suggestions for videos I may have done in the past, or even new types of videos you've never seen me do that you'd like to see me try, just let me know in the comments and I'll always consider them. I can't say I will definitely do them. It just depends if I have the technology, because obviously, like, to do proper gameplay videos you need capture, and I don't have HDMI capture. And yeah, it just depends on what I'm thinking, but I'm always open to ideas. It's always nice to get some ideas thrown my way, because I'm not great at thinking of them. I just do it off the top of my head, so you know. Anyway, that's really the plans, guys. Regular videos, games, films, music content, and you know, I hope you enjoy it. That's the main thing. I hope you thank you everybody who's stuck with the channel. I mean, you guys have been watching me for a long time now. Some of you have been watching me since the beginning in 2009, which is absolutely insane that people are still watching me 12 years later. So I really do appreciate you guys the most, really, because you know, to put that much effort in to stay subscribed to someone for that long, I know as a watcher of YouTube, that's not something that's easy to do. You have to really like the person to subscribe for that long. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it wasn't too rambly. I hope you get the point. I'm sure you do. Let me know your thoughts down below, and Happy New Year, as I say. And I hope we all have a fantastic 2022, because the last 2 years have not been the greatest. So hopefully this is the year when everything changes. You know, cue take that. Everything changes for the better. So thanks, guys. See you in the next one.